Hi, my friend. In this video, I want to comment on a recent Bentinho Massaro video I saw, which I really liked. And what I really liked was his perspective on this. So the title is Your Hunger is Not About Food. I thought that was already really funny. But it's short, so he'll dive right into it and I'll comment along. Let's go.
You don't have an eating disorder, dear. You have a classic misallocation of source, seeking for source in the fridge.
Okay, that's already really funny. Seeking for source in the fridge, right? I think that's something I definitely recognize is this seeking impulse which you feel, which you want to numb for a second, right? That's something I've had for a long time.
And it's silly, yes. And it's stupid, yes. And it doesn't work, no. And it's not good for your body, no. And it doesn't make you feel good about yourself. But, so who cares? It's completely understandable from the point of view of what you're looking for, and that there's such a drive behind something so deluded and silly is validating, like, to your love for the Creator, to how activated you are as a seeker, and how much.
So it's kind of like this drive, the drive for source, right? Or for God, taking on this other shape. And that's the drive for food in this case. It's a normal drive that we all have. But then it's distorted, or it has become distorted because of this other piece, that looking for source, or looking for inner peace, or looking for God, which is not really happening, and it's taking over this other process.
Much God is knocking on your inner door. You just didn't know where to look. You didn't have that clarity. Look at whatever judgment you have and dissolve that judgment, not by going to the extreme of indulgence and everyone should love me for.
So basically, first of all, if you resist the eating, right, or the habit that you've built based on this, as this misallocation of source, what Bentinho calls it here. So first of all, we accept it, right? That's what he's saying here, is you don't want to resist the resistance. You want to accept that part of yourself as also okay, first.
My binge eating?
And I don't need external validation for that.
But go towards the real validation, not the fake validation. Like, you should love me. You should call me they, them. You should call me beautifully fat. You should call me whatever. No. Like, no, don't go seeking it elsewhere again. The real validation that heals is the recognition towards yourself in the midst of that pattern being active. What it is you're really looking for. And it calibrates the system.
Yeah, so it's about the inquiry of what are you really looking for in life, but also what are you looking for with eating? What are you looking for with work? What are you looking for with sex? What are you looking for with all these different things?
Be your own person giving yourself a transmissive hug of wholeness. Acknowledge to yourself what I'm looking for here in the fridge. And you can look all you want in that fridge. You can have the most expensive fridge you want. But what you're looking for is wholeness, and it's not packed in plastic. And
yeah, so this, what he's saying, like this misallocation of source or God or wholeness, that's actually our natural state. We're looking for our natural state. And we're looking for to do something or to get something to be in our natural state. Right? That's what we're looking. We're saying what we are is not whole already. So we need to do something, in this case, eat, to be in our natural state.
But just by acknowledging that without judgment of the pattern, and the judgment disappears the moment you validate yourself truly. And this is why people seek for validation from other people.
So it's okay, basically saying to yourself, okay, this what I'm looking for, trying to get wholeness through something, that's okay, right? In the first place. It's maybe not optimal, but it's okay.
Why do we have the whole cancel culture bullshit thing? The whole snowflake-minded, weak-minded stuff, like it's your fault when I feel bad. It's because we do know at some level that compassion is the answer. But now we're trying to enforce compassion, which is not compassionate. So real compassion, real validation does heal. And validation is the clear seeing in the moment of what it is you're actually wanting and searching for, and completely acknowledging that with love. And in that state, addictive patterns just melt away.
Yeah, because you realize truly what you are looking for, and that you can't fix that in any other way. So ask yourself, and that's my invitation from this video, ask yourself, what am I looking for with spirituality, with life, with romance, with anything? All the things you're doing, ask yourself, why am I doing it? And just see, just look. Don't try to answer the question, but just see what answer comes up. But in the end, we're all looking for wholeness. And we think we're not whole, so that we need to do something to become whole, to get wholeness, to become God, while we already are that. And that takes some understanding of, how does that work for me? That's what I try to find out with clients as well. How does it work for you? How did you figure out that you're not whole and that you now need to do something to realize that? Because that's a distortion. Much love to you. Bye.